So first of all, thank you all so much for being here for an incredibly special moment. Welcome to Little Cocoa Bean Talk Cafe. So I am just here, I feel like a supermodel on this little podium thing. I'm just here as a welcome and introducer for the star of the hour. But I just want to thank so many different partners who have made it possible for the City of Boston to see this amazing moment, and for so many City of Boston children and their families who are going to benefit from this space and the collaborations behind it. So you're going to hear in a second from the incredible Tracy Skelly. And it is her vision that has gotten us here. But I want to thank our amazing partners also with JLH Fund. Thank you, Lauren Holiday, for being here. Boston Exchange, represented by the amazing Miss Michelle Brown. And of course, our larger host here at the Boston Children's Museum, Carol Charnow. Thank you so much for all that you do. So in Boston, we're trying to make our city a home for everyone, every single day, every single way. And in moments like this, it means being loud and proud that we are a home for everyone. By everyone, I mean everyone. We're going to stand up for our community members. We're going to take care of our neighbors. And that doesn't just mean hunkering down, fighting for our safety and affordability and all these things that we know we are pushing for. It also means giving our kids and families joy and experiences that will help them grow into the people they are destined to be, with all of our support as the wind beneath their wings. So we have had such an amazing partnership with the Boston Children's Museum and so many of our cultural institutions. Boston Family Days is a program where any child growing up in the city of Boston can come for free to these incredible spaces and get to experience the world and bring their family members or loved ones with them. To date, we've had more than 50,000 students and their families participating. But one thing we've heard over and over again is, okay, you get to the space, and it's amazing that you can link up with classmates and no one has to worry about who can pay. You can bring mom and grandma and have all generations of the family together. But then you get hungry when you're there, right? And then you walk into the spaces where there are menu options available, and then there's the financial barriers once again. And so today we're here to celebrate an incredible business and an incredible vision and idea that all of these partners made possible. That with the Nourish the Future campaign, Boston Family Days will be able, at the Children's Museum, to serve 7,000 families for free with food that will be provided as part of that. We are expanding universal pre-K, we're creating affordable housing, we're creating free learn to bike, learn to swim, youth sports, arts, cultural experiences, advanced math. If you are interested in any one of those things, the requirements to qualify are, you just have to grow up in Boston. So thank you to my amazing team at the city. I see Kristen McSwain here, who's been the visionary for so many of our programs for youth and families and children. I know Aaliyah Forrester Hamada was a huge part of making sure this space could open and get permitted. And thank you to all of you all who are going to come and support. Did I see that there was a city councilor in the house as well? I thought I maybe saw okay. Anyway, thank you to my colleagues in government and elected office who support us each and every day. Most of all, I'm here as a mom who has been to Little Cocoa Bean, who is now starting over with the diapers, with everything. We're not quite yet at the place where she's crawling and toddling around, but know that we will be here. And I'm so grateful that there's another mom whose persistence, whose vision, whose determination to serve every family and create spaces that are home, away from home from everyone, has made it possible, not just for a very successful business in JP, a space grant winner, but also one to inspire us here today. I get to hand it over to the amazing Tracy Skelly.
everybody. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for being here today. It means the world to me. I'm gonna make it through this speech without sobbing, but I'm taking a moment to understand that I'm living in an answered prayer. That right now I am seeing the absolute manifestation of a prayer, a God-given gift, and all of you are part of that, and I'm so grateful. So thank you to everybody who made it possible for me to be in this space. Everyone from the mayor's office who have gifted me with the grant to be able to pay my deposit and to do a renovation in this space. So thank you so much. Thank you to all of the partners that have just made this possible. JLH, BXC, all of the folks, the amazing, amazing people behind those initiatives. I am unbelievably grateful to you, to my parents who have supported me beyond measure, financially, spiritually, prayerfully. Yeah. They are the reason that I am here. I have my father saying, like, take a big swing. Take a big swing. And so this is, for me, the big swing. But it is not just about me. This is about community. This is about community. This giving campaign is about community. And I am going to tell you my most controversial piece of parenting advice to really anchor in on why and how this is about community. So I follow a page on Instagram, someone who has millions of followers, and she is a parenting influencer. And one day as I was scrolling, I saw a post that she had made about what to do when you have a second baby and a toddler in the home. And her piece of parenting advice, which I didn't agree with, was all about how when you have the new baby, if the toddler asks you to do something, Mommy, I want you to play with me, Mommy, I want you to pick me up, Mommy, I want you to do whatever it is, do not blame the baby. Do not tell your toddler that the reason I can't pick you up, Mommy can't do this, is because the baby. I'm feeding the baby, I'm changing the baby, I'm doing something with the baby. Well, I fundamentally disagree and believe that you need to blame the baby. And here's why. In community, it is not just about you. It is about others. It is about not always centering oneself, but sometimes moving off center to make room for other people. Toddlers can understand that. Sometimes if grandma is cold, we are gonna turn down the AC, though the rest of us are sweating, because her needs come before ours in this moment. But there will be another moment where you need something from your community and we will center you. But community is not just about taking. It is about pouring into other people. It is about giving. It is about giving back, giving up, giving to the side, holding hands, lifting as you climb. And so the giving campaign that we introduced is about making sure that this space is not just accessible to wealthy families in this city and beyond. That if a family comes to Family Days and they can enjoy the museum and baby is hungry, that you are not telling them, we've got food at home. You can't go in there. Yes, you met a friend 5 minutes ago, but mamas don't have money for whatever is in this shop. I've been there. Some of you know in this audience what it has been like, whether it's your car broke down or something happened that was unexpected. And all of a sudden you got into a place where you can't afford some of the extras. We don't want food in this space to be an extra. We want this to be for everyone. And so we launched this campaign. We're nearly there. I haven't looked at it since we've been in this space. But we're hoping that this community can come together, give as much as we take, so that we can truly start to see the fruits, planting seeds of community in this city, so that we can start to see it grow and bloom and become a space where all families are welcome and all families are fed. So thank you so much for being here today. Thank you so much for supporting this campaign. Thank you so much for supporting this company. I love you all. So with that, I am going to turn it over. So with that, I am going to turn it over to a phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal woman. And I will just say, without the support of JLH, BXC, and the Children's Museum, I would likely not be here. I am a tiny, beautiful, mighty business, but still tiny. And the fact that we are in this space is a gift from God, but it's also advocacy from folks like Lauren Holiday, who's
Okay, so I don't know how to follow that up at all. But first I want to say thank you, Mayor Wu, for being here. I had the privilege to meet Mayor Wu when I first moved here, and you truly are what we are all about with JLH, Boston Exchange, Little Cocoa Bean Cafe. You are all about community. You are all about bringing people together, and it is a beautiful thing what you are doing in the city. So I want to say thank you so much. Your support means everything to us. I know to Tracy also. Next, I want to talk about Tracy, like phenomenal woman. Obviously, you all heard her vision. You all heard who she was. And I've spoken to so many of you around the room. And constantly what I heard was, isn't Tracy amazing? Like, yes, Little Cocoa Bean is amazing. But Tracy, you're visionary. You are a leader. And you are kind, and you are thoughtful, and you also are what is making this community happen. Yeah. When we came to Boston, everyone told us nobody talks to each other. Like nobody. Like you don't. If you're in Mattapan, Dorchester, like you guys, you got to figure it out because they're not going to talk to each other, right? And we were like, wait, how do we change that? How do we solve that? And then we started meeting people. So we met. People at MIT, people at Roxbury Community College, people at Harvard, all these people, and all of them are like, no, we want to help. And then we started meeting our grantees, and they started collaborating, and we could see how beautiful it was. And for us, it was truly like the next step in the JLH Fund. This is going to be what we can make happen all over the country. But it starts here in Boston because this is a special city. And you guys being here is so true as to the heartbeat of this city. So I want to thank you all for being here, for supporting Tracy. Tracy is phenomenal. Little Cocoa Bean Cafe has just started. It's doing phenomenally in JP, but this location is going to be next level, and I'm so excited for all of us to be a part of it. But I wanted to thank my people, Renee King, Kim, Michelle Brown, Jalen Brown, because without y'all, like this doesn't happen, and truly, like this is just our hearts. And so I always say, and they always laugh at me for saying it, my husband does, but cause creates community, but contribution creates belonging. And you all being here, you all contributing is what makes this city run. Thank you so much. And now I get the honor and privilege of meeting one of my favorite humans, Miss Michelle Brown.
Well, hello everyone. I'm not as, I'm vintage, so I'm gonna have to use my phone. I don't want to forget anything, but first of all, I'd like to say that Jalen would have loved to be here. He apologizes. He's in California, making sure he's gonna be okay, 100% for next season, right? So I just wanted to say that first. So I'm stepping in to kind of help on that part with him. So good afternoon, everyone. I'm so glad to see such an amazing turnout. This is so great in order to know that her personality reflected you guys and know to be able to come here today. That to me that speaks volumes right there. So I'd like to say that I'm Michelle Brown. I'm the executive director and president for Juice Foundation. So with that being said, I'm not here regarding Juice Foundation today. I am here as a mother, just to speak and to let you know how this resonates to me. So Jalen, of course, has made headlines for what he does on the court, but it's his work off the court, right? It's his commitment to equity, to access, and community. That's what our family has reflected for forever, and he resonates those values and continues to use his platform to do so. So that right there, you know, is, to me, just warms my heart and would make my mom so proud to see him continue to do that. So at the Juice Foundation, we talk a lot about pathways or bridges. Our signature program is the Bridge program, but what that does, it's a pathway and a bridge to education, to innovation, and to also opportunity, right? But those pathways start long before you go to college or even a career. It's, you know, begins with early nourishment, cultural affirmation, and also the love we pour into our kids. And, you know, that comes from day one, right? So with that being said, that's why this resonates so much with me with Little Cocoa being worked. It's deeply, because it's not just professionally, it's personally. And as a mother, you know that you have to honor your children's roots, where they come from, how they are going to show that richness of the history of who they are, and that's the most important to us, that they have a place to do that. So what Tracy has built here is more than a business. It's a place where bridges and pathways begin, where every bite, every story, every product tells a child, you belong, you matter, and you are powerful, right? Small businesses like Cocoa Bean are the backbone of this thriving community. They bring jobs, yes, but more importantly, they bring joy, they bring identity, they bring belonging, they bring all of us together right now, this time, right here. So, and yet too often, you know, businesses that are led by brilliant people like Tracy, they don't get the funding, they don't get the visibility or the support that they deserve. But that's why we are all here today, right? To support her and to make sure that she feels the love. You know, she gotta feel the love, you know? So, you know, when Jalen even launched Boston Exchange, it was a vision to help just to rebuild what the community, what was stripped away, right? So to nurture that local economy rooted in innovation and inclusion and culture and most definitely care. So today that vision comes to life in real time, right? This is happening. It's real time, and this is awesome. And we're investing in a future with every child has a clear, well-lit path. That child, it starts right here with Little Cocoa Bean, right? And I thank all of you so much for taking your time out today, and that you believe in Tracy. It shows right here you believe in her vision, you believe in her mission, and the future that we are all building together. Thank you.
I can introduce myself.
Okay. This is Carol. She is the president of the Children's Museum.
Hi, everybody. I don't know if this is working at all. No, I'll just shout out. So, we could not be more excited, Tracy. Let's have a round of applause for Tracy. So, those of you that have come regularly to the Children's Museum, you know that this space has been kind of up and down. You know, we've always been searching for an organization that would be totally aligned with our mission, and all the beautiful words that were said before me. That is our mission, to be accessible to all, to be a place of joy, a place of nutrition and health and wellness. So we couldn't be more thrilled to have Tracy here. I just want to say a couple of quick thank yous. First of all, to our mayor, Michelle Wu. Mayor Wu has done, you know, I've been in the arts administration here in Boston for over 30 years, and I can tell you Mayor Wu has done more for the arts and culture sector than all the other mayors put together. And we could not be more thrilled with her advocacy for Tracy coming to the Children's Museum. And I know a lot of her staff worked very hard too. My staff at the Children's Museum worked very hard on this as well. I wanted to just single out Michelle Rankin and Jug Chokshi, who are back there. So it truly takes a village to make something like this happen. And, you know, we just couldn't have been more thrilled about how everything went. Everybody was trying really hard to make this happen. And now, Tracy, I want you to know we are fully committed to helping promote you and get people in here. And this new 7,000. I mean, I didn't know that. I'm so blown away because of course, accessibility is a key part of the Children's Museum. Over a third of people who come to the museum come on free and discounted admission. And the Mayor's Boston Family Days and the Dollar Sunday and all the other things we do make it possible for kids to come to the museum who've never been able to come before. And that they can come into the Little Tot Cafe and have free food. Oh my Lord, that's totally amazing. And I just wanted to echo what everyone's saying about Tracy because I've heard the wonderful things about her. I've read on her website what her mission is, and I just couldn't be more thrilled that an organization, a leader, a visionary like Tracy is so full of love and joy and welcoming, and this is so much part of what the Children's Museum is all about. So thank you so much to Tracy for believing in the Children's Museum. We will make sure that you are a success here. Thank you to our wonderful mayor and all the other members of staff and community who helped make this happen. Of course, her many funders. You heard from them today. What a beautiful group of people. And what a gigantic turnout for something we didn't expect. So we're just so happy that we were able to be part of this. And we just can't wait for Little Cocoa Bean to open soon. Thank you so much.
So I'm Renee King. I lead up the Drew and Lauren Holiday Social Impact Fund work.
And I'm Kim Tignor. I'm the executive director for the Boston Exchange.
So we're not gonna keep you long. There is like barcodes around here, which we would love for you to please scan those barcodes. If you want to see more of like all of the sentiments that you all have for Tracy that we've been hearing, people have been leaving like phenomenal love notes on this campaign. If for anything, just swipe through the love notes. It is wild to see like what everyone is feeling about Tracy. I remember we were talking about it, something came across that Tracy did, and I was like, ah, we picked so good. Which Kim's response was, she picked us, which is true. And she picked, and when I say us, not just us, but all of us here. So please, like, it looks like she's arrived. She has not arrived yet. I think we're rounding the corner of hitting the full 7,000 meals. So please share the campaign, contribute, share it with your friends, share word of mouth. Just talk about what Tracy is doing, like how much you love her. And we can take it beyond 7,000 meals. That's So the more you contribute, the more it can go. And there's a bunch of, well, I'm gonna shut up soon. There's a bunch of other hidden figures. I just saw one who were really big advocates for all of this too. So I know like maybe you only saw a few of us up here to share and to talk, but I know like everyone in here has done something incredible to help Tracy along. So thank you so much for that. Even though we may not have put you right here on the stage, we didn't have enough time. So thank you for that. And now Kim, sorry.
Yes. So just quickly, one, I want to lift this up again. You guys are all over the table with the QR code. Tracy, you take our breath away. Yes. This space, you know, when you think about where you want your kids, you want somewhere where they can be safe, where they can be nourished, and they can be seen. And you have created this. And I just am so grateful that you allowed us to be a part of this moment. And we are in your corner. We are here today, and we are here today and beyond. So thank you. Thank you so much for everyone for coming out.
We're just gonna say goodbye to everybody. Thank you all for coming. Thank you to my incredible team. I could not have gotten this together, any of it together, without all of you. You guys are incredible. They have beautiful mint shirts around the room. If you see them, please shout them out. They're incredible. Britt and Amy, my executive team, they are brilliant humans. And I'm so grateful for the two of you. Manny from Everybody Gotta Eat has been We love the signature cocktails and everything that has been served. Yannick from Boston Flower Co. for these amazing flowers. Jade and Paul, who provided all of our print assets, including those beautiful babies that you can see overhanging on our walls. They are more than vendors who provide print assets. They are friends who were here late in the space, working on projectors and sound, and truly, like, that's the village, that's the community. And so I'm grateful to them. I'm grateful for all of you. I hope you enjoyed the food and the drinks. Please mingle, meet people, and thank you all for coming. So appreciate it.